Hello, today I'll be going over how to figure out different ways of sitting on our chair and kind of get a stable posture while we play. I think how we sit in a chair is oftentimes overlooked as a cellist. Is that right? And a lot of the times as young cellists, we kind of want to be moving around a lot and really be expressive of our feet, which is great, but we must do it in an organized way where we're feeling connected to the ground at all times. One of my teachers described it as a cello dance in a way. We're able to push off and on. Our most powerful tool we can use as cellists is our feet and our legs. Being able to feel like we can push off the ground and build up potential energy in a way of thinking of our legs here as springs that we're constantly loading up as we play. One way to see if we're in a good cello posture position is if we stand up, are we going like this to stand up, or are we going straight up? If you're going straight up, you're in a pretty good spot. If you're having to go like this and this to find leverage, then we're probably not in the best spot naturally. So one way to figure that out is just to stand up normally and just kind of sit all the way down. Now, remember this and see how my legs are kind of bent like this. Depending on the height of our chair, it might be totally different. If I had a taller chair, this angle would be totally different. If I had a shorter chair, this angle would probably be a lot more like this. For the chair I'm in right now, my angle is usually like this, or I can go straight up and down. So that's a good way to figure it out. And right now, the position I'm in is what I call balanced. I'm in a well-balanced spot, where I'm equally balanced on my C side and my A side. If I wanted to play like C, I have it equally, and the A is a lot more equally. And I have free range of going all around my cello if I wanted to. The other way we can think about sitting is we get our right foot, we get it, align it to the middle of our chair straight. And then we do that same sitting. It's pretty much that same well-rounded position seating, but now our body's natural angle is going towards our left, which is great if we have to play heavy solo for concerto, for instance. We have to think about that to get a heavy A sound, or just a heavy sound in general. This is a great position, but not all the time is it the best, because then we have to really work to get to play the C. I have to really be over here and looking to my right to really get a good C positioning. Now if I gotta go back to a more balanced spot, I can now have a little easier time to play the C. Or I can do or I can have that more of the A sound as well. And the way we kind of get more around is I get around the cello more, is I call this kind of the owl method, where we're turning from our hips and our lower back to kind of find that angle. So if we're going towards the A, I like to imagine somewhere closer to my left and upper half, where I line my body to, and then I'm there. And then the same thing, if I have to think of the C, I kind of go towards my right, and I line my body there. And G, same thing, maybe a little more middle right. D. And then A, back to my left. So, hopefully that gives you some ideas in where we're playing. Another thing we have to think about when we're kind of trying to get rid of some tension problems in our body is if we're doing a scale, for instance, is to push the opposite way of the bow. So if I'm going down towards my right, I want to go the left of my body, to the left. against the stick and the string. It really kind of helps us build that potential energy, and it allows us to not be stiff when we play. You see a lot of players go, get really stiff, and then it shows in their body because they're not moving. So yeah, these are all different kind of ways we can develop a better sound and a better posture and avoid injuries. Because as cellists and musicians and artists, we want to be able to do this for a long time. So the more forward thinking of our health and our posture, the more likely you'll avoid injuries and get a better sound because of it, because you're not tense and you're not having to worry about, am I going to hurt myself? So hopefully that makes sense. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a text or email, or we can talk about it in our next lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day.